Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This 3ds Max tutorial covers the creation of a fresh grassland picture. Photo used Photo is used as background and 3D grass is created with the scatter object. The final touch will be the sun, which will be created with the lens effect. I am using 3ds Max 2010, but this should be doable with many older versions as well. So all of us just choose your favorite sky photo for the background. I'm choosing just what I like. So let's add a sky image to the background in 3ds Max. So open your environment setting, hit 8 on your keyboard, and the environment and effects dialog box will be appeared. Now click on this none button and material map browser will be appear. So just click on the bitmap, double click on bitmap, and just browse for your sky image. I'm just going to open mine, so I have it on my desktop. Just select your image and there we have it. Okay, we have set it the image. Now the sky image appears on the background when you render. Next we will create the hilly ground. Okay, close the environment map browser. Now go to your top viewport, maximize it, and create a plan in the top viewport. Being in the create panel and then geometry, choose your plan, draw a plan, and just go back to your modify panel. Okay, in the parameters, just set the length something like 47 and width 173. Now scroll down to the length edges and type 100. Also set the width edges to 100. Okay, we have set the parameters of the plan. Now with the plan still selected, go to the modifier stack and just search for the bend modifier and select the bend modifier and apply it on the plan. Now in the bend, with the bend modifier selected, go to its parameters and in the bend panel just type 80 in the angle and set the distance to something like -90 and set the bend's axis to Y. Okay, now go to your perspective viewport and let's see what we have created. There we go. That's the plan we had created. You can see it in your perspective viewport. Okay, I think it's good. Okay, with the plan selected, go to the modifier list or modifier stack once again and add a wave modifier to it. Just in the drop down list, choose the wave. There we have it. Just click on that and it's applied on the plan. So as you can see, we have two modifiers applied on our plan. The one is bend and the wave above the bend. Now at that point, be sure the wave is up on the bend modifier. Okay, now go to the waves parameters and set the parameters. In the amplitude 1, just type 1.4. okay, in the amplitude 2, just type also 4. I think let's make the amplitude 1 to 4 too. Okay, that's good. Now set the waves length something like 125. Okay, that's good. Okay, now go to the top and active gizmo sub-object level in the wave modifier. Just click on this plus sign. Now go to the front viewport and rotate the gizmo to something like 90 degrees about the y-axis. Okay, let's maximize the front viewport. Okay, active the gizmo and you can just rotate the gizmo to 90 degrees about the y-axis. Just go and select and rotate tool. Active the angle snap toggle and just rotate something like 90 degrees to the y-axis. Okay, that's good. You can also move it along the x-axis to determine the exact location of the hills. For the sake of this tutorial, it is not required to get exactly the same kind of effect. The idea is just to create some nice hills. Go to the perspective viewport and just come out of the wave command subobject. Go to your perspective viewport and let's see what we have just created. Okay, this is our ground plan, or you can simply say our ground we had just created. Okay, it's good. Next we will create the grass. First create a single stem of a grass and then we multiply it with the help of a scatter object. So create rectangle in the left viewport. Go to your left viewport, maximize it. Okay, now go to the create panel and in the create just go to the shapes and choose a rectangle. Just draw a rectangle roughly 5 times. Then go to the modify panel and in the parameters set the length something like 7.78 and hit enter, and set the width to 0.2 and hit enter. Okay, now hit Z key on your keyboard to maximize this newly created rectangle. Next just go to the create panel once again and this time just choose a line. So to draw as big triangle as you can inside the rectangle, so just create a line. Okay, just click very top and I think let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, and hit I on your keyboard to see the correct cursor's place. Just click here, just click that, and go back. Just move your cursor to the top and hit I on your keyboard to get the exact place of the cursor. Now click on that on the start point. So close line dialog box will be appeared. Just click yes on that. Okay, the idea of the rectangle was just to get the size right. Right click and go back to the modify panel. Just hit Z on your keyboard to zoom out or in the proper view. Okay, we had created a rectangle line. Now select the triangle line, and select the rectangle and hit delete to delete the rectangle. Next we will add some vertices to the object and bend it. Now go to the modify panel, select the line and go to the modify panel and active the segment sub object level. Just click on that plus sign. Okay, now select the segment and select the two vertical segments as I'm showing you. Click on one and with the control key press, click on other one. Okay, now we will divide these selected vertical segments. To do that, just scroll down to the divide option and look for the divide. Here we have it. All of us just type 5 in the divide panel and click on the divide. There we go. As you can see, our simple line are just 2 segments are divided into 5 other more segments. Simply we can say it added 5 more segments in our simple line. Okay, deactivate the sub object level. Just click on the line and go to the front viewport. Just hit C on your keyboard to maximize it. Let's adjust the place of this. Let's move a little bit. That's good. Okay, being in the front viewport, go to the modifiers tag and once again just choose bend as we did to our plan first. Just click on the bend and apply the following parameters. In the angle, just type 90 degrees and hit enter, and in the direction also type 90 degrees. I think the angle should be set to something like 58. Yeah, it's good now. Okay, now choose your bend axis to Y and there's the results you can see in the front viewport. Okay, now active the sub object level in the bend modifier. Just click on the bend and choose the center object level in the bend and just move the center of the modifier to the bottom of the line. Okay, I show you. With the selected move tool selected, just select bring the gizmo to the very center or very I mean to say that from the very bottom. That's good. Okay, close the active sub-object selection mode. Now we will create 3D grass with the help of scatter object. So let's create the scatter object. Select the stem of the grass you just created as I have selected it already. Now turn the grass into a scatter object. So to do that, go to your create panel and go to the geometry. In the drop down list, choose compound objects and then click on the scatter. Okay, just click on this peak distribution object and select the hills we had just created earlier. Okay, move up to the hills. Click on the hills. Okay, there we have. Okay, now in the scatter objects panel, in the distribution, just scroll down to something like duplicates and we will give the number of the grass objects we want to duplicate, how much we want this. So here one thing you must know that this will generate the number of polygons, how much the number you give in the duplicate. So if you are low on memory, you might want to try smaller values. First, Then furthermore, you might want to increase this value if you will create a very high resolution render. If your workflow gets sticky of the high polygons, you could decrease these values for now and increase it just before the final render. Okay, I just type a value of something like 30,000 and hit enter. So there the results you can see in our front viewport. Okay, check the perpendicular to something off and distribute using random faces. Okay, scroll down to the distribute using, click on the random faces, scroll down just to the transforms, open the transforms panel, and in the rotation and in the x-axis just type 25 and hit enter. Okay, rotation on a y-axis just type 180 and hit enter, and in a rotation of z-axis just type 25 and hit enter. So you can see the effects clearly in our viewport. As we are changing the values of rotation, you can see clearly the views. I can scroll down to the scaling, and in the y-axis just type 25 and hit enter. Okay, that's good. Now scroll down further to the display option, click on the display panel, and in the height distribution object just check this height distribution objects on. So I think that's good for now. Just go to your perspective viewport, maximize your perspective viewport, and you can see these are the effects we had created.